The Dark Knight has reunited his fractured family, but will it be enough to finally stop the Joker War? Well, let's hop into the pages of Batman issue number 99, the penultimate issue in this Joker War event series, and find out together, shall we? So then, as we join the comic, the Joker is ready for the final stages of his master plan, a movie night before dying, and because this is such an important occasion, he's rolling in style. He's got himself his own pimped out Joker stretch Hummer, and it's...
Oh God, it's so unnecessary!
What follows is actually a pretty damn solid little exchange between the Joker and his driver. The Clown Prince opens up to this guy in a way you wouldn't quite expect. Maybe the Joker can only open up to strangers. In fact, this scene reminds me very much to a similar scene early on in this story when Joker talked to the Monarch Theater owner. He says that more than anything, what inspired his actions this time around was Batman trying to actually fix up Gotham City to make it safer and cleaner than anyone ever thought possible. Joker found that to be truly insulting. As far as he's concerned, the dirt, the grime, and the danger, well, they're just as much a part of Gotham as the steel and the stone. It's like all the worst parts of Gotham seeped into the Joker's brain the day he fell into that vat of acid, and now he's desperate to share that special gift of the real Gotham with anyone he can. He then shoots the driver in the head. In fact, he shoots most of his henchmen this issue, almost as if he's saying no one can get that close to him without dying, or that he doesn't want any company around for his final confrontation with Batman. Now, on the other side of town, Batman is finally meeting up with his Bat family, minus Damian, his son. Gotta go read the next Detective Comics arc if you want to see what's going on with that. Bruce apologizes for being stupid and pushing them all away like he has so many times before, and will no doubt probably do again in the next 5 to 8 years, give or take. But hey, when he's good, and everyone can celebrate family for just a moment before heading out into the streets to win back the city from the clown army. Batman does, however, make some special time with Dick Grayson. Yes, that's right, no longer Rick Grayson. He regained his memory during one of the last Nightwing issues. It involved a crystal, it was all pretty stupid, you don't need to read it. I will say though, Dick is a pretty good sport here. After all, the bullet that gave him amnesia was meant for Bruce, and Batman didn't really help that much trying to get Dick back to himself. But Bruce did manage to save one of Nightwing's old costumes so he can get back in blue for the big upcoming battle. I mean, hey, bygones be bygones, right? It's Dick who actually brings up a very good point that even if they do manage to beat the Joker and his forces, he still legally controls the Wayne fortune. Unbeknownst to the heroes, however, Catwoman and a cadre of supervillains are actually making plans to take the fight to the Underbroker, the Joker's money man. Selina no doubt hoping that if she does this, she can clear her catty conscience and make right the part she played in the theft of the Wayne fortune to begin with. You may also have noticed that Harley Quinn was actually there at the Bat family meeting. Does this mean she's on the team now? Well, no, actually. You see, Harley only helped save Batman because she thought this time would finally be different. Batman would have enough and kill Joker once and for all, or at the very least not stop Harley from killing him herself. As Harleen explains in a wonderfully meta speech, none of this is ever going to end until he's dead. He's just going to keep trying to one-up himself, people will die, and worse still, more punchlines will be created, and that if Batman wants to keep prolonging this, he's going to have to put her down first. Ultimately, Batman doesn't need to do any of this, but it's a really great little scene. Never did I think Harley would end up being the emotional VIP of a Joker War story, but here we are. Now, what final horrors does the Joker have planned for the Batman? Well, first up, we got the zombified corpse of Alfred. Batman had done a lot of work to put his guilt to bed in the previous issue, but can he literally bury his father figure one more time? But believe it or not, that's not even the worst part. The Joker's final gag involves repurposing a version of Alfred's ultimate Bat costume, now painted Joker green and purple for their big final showdown as the comic comes to a close. And so that was Batman issue number 99, an enjoyable, if ultimately super familiar little table setting issue. In fact, I probably would have been madder at it were it not for Joker's little speech a couple issues ago wherein he basically said, yeah, you've seen this story before, but it's the little moments that make it different and worth remembering, and indeed, it's the little moments in this issue that do save it. I love that this Joker bears his soul to strangers more so even than his new henchwoman punchline before eventually killing them. Hell, I love that Harley had such a big important arc in this story. I like that Catwoman ultimately ended up having her own pivotal B-plot. I enjoyed getting to see Dick Grayson become Nightwing again, even if all the time it took to get there is still super annoying. Overall, I feel comfortable giving this one a 7.5 out of 10. Pretty good penultimate issue, and I hope it certainly ends with a big old bang. Hey there everyone, it's your pal Cape Joel again, and if you're seeing my face right now, that means you watched to the end of the video, and I'll always be grateful for that. Retention helps in this crazy YouTube game, and so does becoming a patron. If you head on down to the description, you can find a link to my Patreon page. Recently just redid all the tiers, a lot of cool stuff offering up there, exclusive commentaries, exclusive polls, behind the scenes concept art for Capes and Quest. That's the brand new D&D show I've started soon. Never been a better time to become a patron. You can become a patron for as little as $1 a month and help the channel grow and, help me continue to deliver content like what you just saw. So I want to thank you all, and I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.